Hey there, my dungeon crawling, loot hoarding warriors of the night. Today we're diving deep into the abyss to unearth the secrets of a game that turned clicking into an extreme sport. Yes, I'm talking about the legendary Diablo. Grab your virtual torches and swords because we're about to light up the dark, mysterious corners of Diablo. And who knows, you might just discover that the real treasure was the facts we dug up along the way. Now as we delve into the shadowy depths of the development of Diablo, that's a lot of D's, we uncover a saga as intricate as compelling as the game itself. It all started in the early 90s with the ambitious visionaries at Condor Games, later known as Blizzard North. The brains behind the operation were none other than David Brevik, along with the brothers Schaefer, Max, and Eric. These pioneers saw potential in a genre that was, frankly, a bit snoozeworthy: the dungeon crawler. They envisioned a game that wasn't just about trudging through dungeons, but making it an experience. One where every click brought you closer to either glorious loot or gruesome doom. The development of Diablo was a dance with chaos from the start. Initially, the game was conceived as a turn-based affair. Yes, imagine that. Diablo pausing every time you needed to make a move. But creativity and innovation took the lead when Brevik proposed a radical shift toward real-time gameplay. This single decision was a game changer. It shifted Diablo from being just another dungeon game to becoming the father of hack-and-slash RPGs. Controversy wasn't far behind though. One major point of contention was the inclusion of online multiplayer functionality through Battle.net. A bold move that many were skeptical about. Could an RPG thrive in an online environment? The developers were betting on yes, pushing forward with the feature that would eventually revolutionize how we play games socially. The development team faced numerous technical and creative challenges. They had to develop an engine capable of handling an expansive game world with minimal loading times. The solution? Procedural generation of dungeons. A main stroke that not only provided endless replayability, but also kept the game's size on disk impressively small. But it wasn't just about overcoming technical hurdles. The atmosphere of Diablo was crafted with an attention to detail that was borderline obsessive. The music composed by Matt Uelman, with its haunting guitar strings, did more than just complement the gameplay. It transformed the game into an eerie, immersive experience. And speaking of immersion, let's illuminate the rich narrative and the iconic characters that have etched this game into the annals of gaming legend. At its heart, Diablo is a tale of good versus evil, a classic setup with some devilishly clever twists. The story unfolds in the world of Sanctuary. Players are drawn into the quiet town of Tristram, where something sinister brews beneath the old cathedral. This once peaceful place is now shadowed by tales of demonic creatures terrorizing the town, all stemming from the depths below. The cause of this terror? The Lord of Terror himself, Diablo. Players can choose from 3 distinct characters, each with their own motives for venturing into the depths of the cathedral to confront this evil. First, there's the warrior, a stoic figure driven by personal vendetta against the demons, seeking redemption for his tarnished soul. His strength and prowess in close combat make him a formidable foe against the forces of darkness. Next, we meet the rogue, a sharpshooting archer from the Sisterhood of the Sightless Eye. Her quest is more than just a battle. It's about proving her mettle and protecting her homeland from the spreading corruption. Her agility and expert marksmanship allow for players to take on enemies from a distance, making strategical gameplay crucial. Lastly, there's the sorcerer, hailing from the magical sanctuaries of the East. Driven by a thirst for knowledge and power, the sorcerer's journey is as much about mastering the arcane forces as it is about defeating Diablo. His ability to wield powerful spells makes him a unique asset in a team and a deadly adversary alone. Each character's paths lead them deeper into the cathedral, through the crypts, caves, and dungeons, each layer peeling back more of the story's complex lore. They encounter a host of NPCs along the way, like Deckard Cain, the last of the Horadrim, who proves wisdom and guidance, and Wirt, the peg-legged boy who always has something up his sleeve. The narrative of Diablo isn't just about hacking through hordes of enemies. It's interwoven these themes of sacrifice, betrayal, and the perpetual struggle between light and darkness. As players unravel the mysteries of Tristram and confront Diablo's minions, they also uncover the tragic tale of King Leoric, manipulated into madness by his son Albrecht, whose body becomes a vessel for Diablo's reincarnation. But in the world of Diablo, every click is a potential life or death decision. This real-time hack-and-slash adventure transformed the click of a mouse into a weapon of mass demonic destruction. At the core of Diablo's gameplay, it is a procedural generation of dungeons. This means no two playthroughs are exactly the same. Each time you descend into the depths, the layout, the enemies, and the loot are different. This randomness adds an addictive layer of replayability that keeps players coming back for more. Imagine opening a treasure chest, not knowing if you're about to unleash a horde of skeletons or find a rare, powerful weapon. It's like gambling, but the currency is your bravery. Speaking of bravery, if you've bravely battled through half of this video and still haven't hit that like and subscribe button, now's your chance. Smash it like you're smashing through a wall of skeletons. It's quick, it's free, and it helps more than you think, just like finding a potion when you're down to your last hit point. But back to the mechanics. Diablo also introduced a skill tree system that allowed for deep character customization. Whether you choose the warrior, the rogue, or the sorcerer, you could tailor your character's abilities to suit your playstyle. Do you want to enhance your warrior's abilities to withstand damage? Or would you rather boost his sword fighting skills to slice through enemies faster? Each choice shapes your adventure, making every dungeon raid a personal epic. Combat in Diablo is visceral and immediate. With a point-and-click interface, players can directly control their character's movement and attack in real time, making for an intensely engaging experience. This direct control over the action removes any disconnection between player and character, plunging you fully into the perilous world of Sanctuary. Moreover, the introduction of multiplayer gameplay via Battle.net set Diablo apart from its contemporaries. Players could now join forces with others from around the world to tackle dungeons together, sharing the spoils and the dangers alike. This was not just about playing a game, it was about creating a community, a brotherhood of dungeon raiders all united by a common goal, to defeat the evil lurking beneath Tristram. Now let's zero in on the monumental impact Diablo made both in the cash registers and in the gaming culture at large. Upon its release in 1996, Diablo not only smashed sales records but also forged a new path for RPGs, setting a benchmark for what an action RPG could be. The sales figures speak volumes. Diablo was an instant hit, selling over 1 million copies within the first 2 years alone. This was a time when hitting such numbers was not common, especially for a new IP in the role-playing genre. The game's success was fueled by its innovative gameplay and burgeoning online capabilities through Battle.net, which allowed players to connect and play together in ways that were previously unimaginable in RPGs. But Diablo's impact extended beyond mere sales. It redefined the RPG genre by blending traditional elements with fast-paced action and cooperative multiplayer gameplay. This formula not only captivated hardcore gamers, but also attracted a broader audience, who might not have been typical RPG fans. Diablo became a gateway game, introducing a multitude of players to the depths of role-playing adventures. Critically, Diablo was a darling as well. It garnered numerous awards and accolades, including the prestigious Game of the Year from several outlets. Reviewers praised its addictive gameplay, atmospheric audio, and graphics, which, while not cutting edge, perfectly captured the grim essence of its world. Now let's crack open the treasure chest of Diablo's lesser-known lore to reveal a couple of Easter eggs that are as legendary as the game itself. First up, the tale of the cow level. This legendary rumor claimed there was a secret level filled with halberd-wielding bovines ready to turn the tables on any adventurer daring enough to find them. While no level existed in the original Diablo, the developers at Blizzard were so tickled by the players' myth-making, they decided to bring this bovine battle to life in Diablo 2. By doing so, they not only winked at the community's creativity, but wove player-driven folklore directly into the fabric of the game's universe. It's a prime cut of how gaming communities and developers can interact, turning playful banter into beloved game features. Now for a message that might just save your soul, or at least your teeth. Deep within the shadows of level 16, a demonic voice murmurs what sounds like an invocation to the darkest depths. But when this eerie audio is played backwards, it delivers advice not from the depths of hell, but straight out of your dental health pamphlet. Eat your vegetables and brush after every meal.
When I slew the cerebral on Char, I touched briefly with the essence of the Overmind. In that instant, my mind was filled with its thoughts.
Eat your vegetables and brush after every meal.
What? And I tell you now, our worst fears have come true.
This tongue-in-cheek twist reveals the developer's lighter side, placing a hilariously wholesome message in the midst of the game's climactic showdown. It's these quirky surprises that lighten the mood and engage players in a uniquely memorable way, proving that even in a game as dark as Diablo, there's room for a little lighthearted fun. And just like finding your last health potion in your inventory right when you thought you were done for, we've reached the end of our epic journey through the darkened depths of Diablo. We've raided the vaults of history, dodged the fiery arrows of development lore, and sidestepped into secret levels that some swore were just the stuff of legends. So whether you came for the nostalgia, the facts, or just because you heard there was a free virtual loot, thanks for sticking around. We'll catch you in the next pixelated adventure. If you enjoyed exploring the historic levels of Diablo, click this video here to see more from the Retro Reload. And as always, thank you for watching.